it's Sunday. It's the 23rd of August. And it's the 23rd of August. And we have a special couple who wouldn't have said anything through today. I'm going to keep you there for a bit longer because how good do they look? How good do they look? And I'm not going to ask to renew vows or anything like that, but I'd like you just to share your word of testimony of how God has been good to you. And fix your face whilst you do it. Fix your face.
You can be seated. Thank you. I just said to Maureen that Jenny is different. She really is. She just hits different. I thank the Lord for his grace and his mercies towards us. When I came in this morning, Simon said that you're looking really dapper today, Pastor. And that's why, Simon, because we're celebrating our 40th wedding anniversary. Thank you for this opportunity just to say something. I will be ministering. It's third Sunday, so third Sunday, fourth Sunday. I will be ministering in Bath a little later, but I wanted to stay today as long as I can, just to thank God for 40 years of marriage. And we were talking to some friends of ours the other day about celebrating our anniversary. So I think in the minute or so I've got available, okay, sorry, Leroy. In the minute or so I've got available, I'll talk about Maureen. So when I met Maureen, I believe she was 17. I was 18. That was last century, by the way. So I met Maureen probably about 46 years ago. We had cross paths, but we really got to know each other at youth camp. And so those 7 or 8 that's going to youth camp, I really encourage you to find the Lord, but keep your eyes open. Although Maureen was from Birmingham, I was from Bristol, I made a note. And as you do, you take some details, don't you, when you're younger? Well, we used to use notebooks, and that they now use texts and things like that. And we kept in contact. We were very young. Maureen was about to go off to university at the time to study to be a teacher. I think I'd already got my first job working for the civil service. But we grew together as we were courting. As we were courting, we grew together. And the year after Maureen qualified as a teacher, we got married. I remember going to talk to Maureen's parents and saying we want to get married. And Maureen's mum, who's sitting in the corner there, you might not remember, but she says Maureen doesn't have any money. What we had when we got married was a black and white TV that Maureen had when she was a student. We put that in a box in the corner. We had a beanbag that we borrowed from someone, and they wanted it back. We had a bed that we got from MFI. Remember, some of you remember MFI? You have to make it up yourself. And we had a cooker and a fridge that the previous owner had left because he didn't want it. And I remember coming home from work one evening, and Maureen was washing the clothes in the bath. And I thought to myself that day that I married this woman, I've taken her away from her parents, and she's washing our clothes in the bath. And she never complained, she didn't moan. And at the end of that month, we went to British Gas, I think, and bought a washing machine. And the one thing I learned and respect about my wife is Maureen's not covetous. We've never gone down to Jane's house or Mary's house or Monica's house and seen what they've got in their house and said that we want it too. I could always go to bed at night and not have to worry about debt, even though we went through that time when the mortgages were going up. Maureen's always been a praying woman, a considerate woman, a great mother to our 3 children, a great grandmother to our 2 grandchildren. Got that right, haven't I? And a great support to me in my ministry. And as you can see, in recent years, Maureen's ministry has grown as mine has taken on different forms and it allowed me to develop. And I would say that one of the reasons why my life, I believe, is successful is because Maureen's been my number 1 critic, which sometimes is hard to take. And I reflect on that because I thank God for what he has done in our lives. It's not easy to get to 40 years, Corey. And Joy. And I pick on you because you're the latest but it's possible by God's grace. And I want to thank my mum, feet. And I decided to want to do a master's degree in theology at 61. And that's what I did. But every paragraph I wrote, I would get Maureen to check, because Maureen's a teacher. I'd get Maureen to check it for me. And sometimes I'd write a beautiful essay, and when I got it back, it had red marks all over it. But I thank God because that's how the partnership works. And I don't want to take your time, Jenny, but God bless you. Thank you for your support. And by God's grace, perhaps we'll have 40 years more.
So I'm not going to be half as long, only because of time, but just to say, yeah, I'm going to speak about Bernard. 40 years. I woke up this morning with a headache. And my headache was, I think I just spent the night thinking about 40. And I'm just overwhelmed by the fact that God has kept us. So when I met Bernard, people thought he was my brother. They said we looked alike. He would tell my friend, that he liked me, but what he didn't realize was that the friend was somebody who I knew long before he did, and he would, and my friend would come back and tell me. So I knew what the runnings were long before he thought I knew. But the fact is, I just simply want to sum up that Bernard is my friend. He is my best friend. He's my soulmate. If I've got a problem, he's the first person I'm turning to. I love the idea that when we do things, we want to do them together. Very rarely are we going in separate